What's going on, everybody out there, and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Avenger comic book review. Coming at you late, but coming at you as a premiere once again. If you are watching this live, this is being pre-recorded. It is a premiere video, meaning you're seeing it live, but we're not here live. As a matter of fact, for us, this is us in the past. For us right now, he's probably at work as this is premiering Monday morning, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to that in a moment. And I'm probably off doing Lord knows what. Usually in the mornings, I'm doing a bunch of different things. So I'm probably going to premiere this at like 9 in the morning, give or take. So why is this premiering in the morning? I'm going to tell you guys now because we're doing a pre-review show. And the reason is tonight, Monday night, instead of Dark Avenger Live's return, like I said it was, in the beginning of November, we are going to, I'm going to be premiering at 9 o'clock the update video, the I Want to Be Transparent update video that I've talked about for almost a month now. I've been thinking about since before the summer, like stuff in it I've been thinking about since before the summer. All of that is going to be up tomorrow night. I've been recording bits and pieces. I think I'm going to just sit down after this review and record a one-shot, everything all in one video, no edits, no nothing. And it's going to be premiering just the way this is. It's going to be going live from 9 o'clock till whenever. I don't know how long the update video is going to be, so I'm going to try to keep it short because I know a lot of you don't like long videos. But at the same time, I'll try to do a recap at the end, so if you can't sit through the whole video, you can probably fast forward to a certain point where I'll just say to sum up the whole update. It's very important. I'm going to be pushing it all week long. As a matter of fact, after this review, I probably won't have anything on the channel unless which we probably will, because I don't think there were that many. I keep hearing there weren't that many books this past week. I haven't seen.
There were quite, not as much as this past week's were, but probably maybe a little.
So if I can find a way to catch up quick, we'll get back on track. So the update video will be the only new video on the channel, at least until Wednesday, Thursday, and it'll have to be Wednesday, and then unless we have to do it another week. Beside the point, it'll be the only video up until the next review, and I want it to be up because on there I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of different things. I'm going to be talking about the project that I've wanted to talk about for a while. It's going to be very important. I'm going to be promoting it everywhere. I'm going to be repeating myself multiple times throughout the week because it is very important, and the stuff in the video is taking effect the moment the video goes live. The moment it's done, as you all know, premiere videos, it premieres a whole episode live and then immediately becomes a video. Once it starts premiering live and once I know it's out there, the effects of the update will be taking effect. And that's why I want to make sure all of you who watch this channel still, who come here every single week for the reviews, who come here to see what else is going to happen, I want to make sure you all see this update because it's very, very important moving forward. Starting tomorrow, starting Tuesday, it's very important moving forward. And I'm not going to tell anybody about what's in the update video until at least a week later because I want you all to watch the update video. After that, I'm going to start talking about the project without calling it the project. I'm going to be talking in depthly about it. But that's then. This is now. Now we are late, very late. It's Monday of the following week, 2 weeks after these books were released. And we need to get this review out there because we got to get last Wednesday's books read and out there soon. So this is going to be very short. I'm aiming for, we're already at 3 minutes right now. I'm aiming for 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes tops. The 3 books in the beginning did not come out this week. We're going to talk about them first. After that, I think this is going to be our briefest, if I can try, our briefest review we've ever done in the 400 plus episodes that we have done on this channel in this review.
Yes.
And just doing it again a little bit, but I don't know why. I don't know why our camera is breaking up like this, but I'm going to try to figure it out.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, so just so you guys know that we are reviewing 24 books.
There we go. It stopped. Now it's moving forward.
Yeah, and it actually came out October 24, 2018. 24 books. And
That's
they came out. Except, like you said, the 3 books that we're going to talk about in the beginning. So we're going to start physically with, he has 1 physical book, and I have 2 physicals that we're going to show first. So would you like to begin yours first?
Yes. Now, you all know how much of a fan of Argo 5 I am. We met with Dan, and we got the latest book. You saw this in the Argo loot box. This is issue 27 of Argo 5. I will be getting these books physically from now on. I'll probably be reviewing them digitally still, but I will be getting my hands on each book physically now that I'm officially caught up. I might even go back. Like I said, I have the trade of issues 0 through 5.
Yeah, first time actually I see you hold a physical rather than seeing digital.
Well, I had those as physicals.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, doing it as a review-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Like, seeing you holding it rather than doing it.
I loved this book. I want to get this guy's... Red Rage. So, as you can see in the cover, we have Gladiatra, Shazrath, and Red Rage. Now, Red Rage teams up with Chain Reaction in the beginning of the book. And we find out really quickly that it's a setup to get to the satellite, the Argo 5 satellite. Now, I'm not going to spoil why he's going to the satellite. This is a fun book, and I notice I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to go out and check Argo 5 out. So he gets to the satellite, and let's just say the artwork in this book, first of all, is gorgeous. I have a book, so I can show off the artwork now. And anyway, he ends up in a fight because obviously he's there for fill-in-the-blank reason. So a fight breaks out. I love how Shazrath literally makes easy work of him. Throws him right out of the freaking satellite. And by the way, he's not considered a superhero because, or a mega hero, because he uses steroids and drugs to get his abnormally superhuman bod. So as you all know, when people take steroids, their muscles aren't as real as muscles that are earned. So I loved how Shazrath just literally one hit. Guy was down.
Yeah, it's not all about muscle.
But man, I love.
Wow, look at the pinups.
Oh, the pinups are gorgeous. I'm not showing any of those either, like we don't do with the digital. Man, I love this book. Argo 5, always my favorite team book ever. This was a fun read. I'm looking forward. I know we have one more origin. I think Dan said 30. Was it 30 or was it 29? I don't remember. I know he said he had a 2-part story coming up. I don't know if that was 28 and 29 and then 30 is the origin or whatever. But this was a fun read. I loved it. I hope we get to see Red Rage again, just because there's definitely a story to tell there. And he's definitely somebody who could be a recurring problem for Argo 5. This was a 5-star book because it's Argo 5 and it was awesome. The artwork was great. The story was amazing. The pinups looked gorgeous. 5 out of 5 stars. You should be reading. I made sure to get every single issue of Argo 5 except 0 through 5 because I got the trade, but I even want to get those so that I have a complete single issue collection. It is a fun read. I love it. It is my favorite indie mega hero team out there. Bar none. You cannot top Argo 5 unless you are putting Team North America in the mix. Then you got 2 awesome teams from the independent line of work. But anyway, go check it out, argocomics.com, or you can go to Indie Planet, INDY planet.com. You type in Argo 5, you type in Argo Comics, you're going to get all the books. It's worth it. Get them. You will not be sorry. Little thing, if you go on Amazon and type in Argo 5, there is a pinup book, which I got in the loot box that Dan gave us, that is going for $51. Why? Sold out, and it's limited to what this guy's selling. Amazing. Argo 5 is worth it. I'm telling you, definitely go check out Argo 5.
Yes, and also more Argo comics that I actually am going to review physically is Sorority of Power, issue number 13. So that's actually really cool that we got that in the loot box. Mm-hmm. And what's really
that's right, he gave you all Sorority of Power in the loot box.
And the only characters that I focused on this book is Cybersuit, Legolas, and Mushka, who want to basically find a job because of, reasons of, getting money and stuff like that to basically pay off whether they go out to eat and stuff like that. And just let me show you guys artwork. The artwork is drawn really just fantastic. I really love the artwork. And they want to work at this, old guy's place. And he's like saying, if you watch the place and everything's good, you get the job. So they're trying to clean and everything. Mushka gets turned small. And there's actually one funny part I want to show you, Chris, where Cybersuit's licking the ice cream of the cherry, but it's not cherry, it's actually that. So
I saw that.
and that was like really hilarious for that. And then there's this ice cream dude mask guy who's outside like trying to outbeat their business, and then they have a little bit of a fight going on, and then the guy catch them clowning around, so they didn't get a job. So what they will do for money? Well, basically, Leopard Lass was recording the whole fight, and with viewers, they get money.
Mm-hmm.
And then pinups, as always, awesome. I mean, this definitely, I gotta say, it gets 5 giggity goo stars. I mean, I cannot express enough giggity goo stars because it's Sorority of Power. You guys should definitely check it out. And if you want to check out more, argocomics.com. That's argocomics.com. In case we didn't talk about it, because I know you did about the Indie Planet and the rest. So you can definitely check that out. And going into a different brand comic book now.
We actually have, and this came out on it came out the week that we're doing this, so it didn't, but did come out this week.
Yes, from Lone Wolf Comics, Nightwolf, issue number 2. Want to give this another shot because issue number 1 impressed me, so I thought
issue number 1 was very impressive. The artwork continues in here, and the story continues as well.
Yes, and in this story, it's Rodney's birthday, where he's playing in a football game, but he lost. So he went to the high school with his girlfriend Jen.
And they became prom king and queen.
Yeah, and the artwork, like, it's drawn like crisp, clear, very clean, just amazing.
And that's where those 2 women finally attacked.
Yeah, those women that came in were, causing a problem, and one of the guys that got the girl turned them into a demon and then wreaked havoc all over the high school. Rodney and Jen try to get away.
Rodney's Rodney's abilities start to make a brief
after
moment.
This jerk over here decided to try to kidnap Jen, and then they have a little bit of a fight going on there. And then as their fight happened, and when he started to knock him out, he showed his teeth, and, well, basically this happened. He turned into the Nightwolf because of all that. And the other characters that are shown in there, they seem like...
he or did the other guy?
No, he did.
Yeah, he did. That's okay.
Rodney did. Right. Rodney did, yeah. And then these other guys that we see look like that they're going to be in it as well. And, yeah, this is the final transformation.
And then now it's to be continued in issue 3.
Yeah.
This is a really awesome...
It left us on a cliffhanger. Like, I want to see more.
I'm really, truly enjoying it. I'm very interested. And again, I did not get to send the last review over to, I believe his name, Robert. I have to send this one, and I'm going to be sending the other one.
Yeah.
I hope that this camera is not ruining your guys' experiences. I don't know why it's flipping out on us, but I can't. I'm not going to stop the review now halfway through. But I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure out. Ooh, look at us closer.
Whoa. Now look at us far away.
That's right. I don't know. Next time I'm gonna double, triple check recording wise because something's up. I think, but this is late and it is getting late, and I have a few other things.
Yes, and now we're going into the digitals.
Well, how many books do we have this week, and what is this week?
Well, altogether it's 24, but since 23, 21 digitally.
Okay, for the week of.
For the week, I said in the
you
beginning.
did? Okay.
Yeah, October 24, 2018. Remember 24, remember? I did that.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was thinking of those books ahead of these.
It's
books.
21 digital, 3 that were physical.
Star Trek, The Next Generation, Terra Incognita, issue number 4. I really enjoyed this issue a lot. It has Wesley and Riker in the spotlight this time. Wesley coming into his role and, practicing for, possibly being, a captain one day of his own ship, promotions and whatnot. And I really enjoyed the issue. I thought there were really great moments for Wesley in here. This definitely felt like a Wesley book. I don't know why they don't just take Terra Incognita off. Maybe this is IDW's way of testing it. I truly believe this time, maybe not the first time, but this time I feel like this is IDW testing the waters to see if we really want a Next Generation book. And we do. We do. I want it. Just take Terra Incognita off. Keep it going. Hell, I'll tell you this. I'll even take Barkley from the Dark Verse. If this Barkley, the wimpy one dies, and we keep this one and he's good, like if he doesn't look to hurt anybody or whatever, I could live with that. I could live with that. Now, this is my book of the week. I'm sorry. Even
and my
after
favorite
all
Ninja Turtle of all time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Macroseries, Michelangelo. They're going.
Isn't it Michelangelo? Because
Michelangelo.
Because that doesn't have the AEL. It just says, look, it says EL. I think it's Michelangelo. Didn't you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that. Maybe they spelled it wrong.
I don't know.
This is the Michelangelo Macroseries one-shot. They're numbering them now. Instead of it being just 1, 1, 1, 1, they're 1. This is 2.
No, Miko.
I think they misspelled it. Or maybe you're reading it wrong.
No, this is AEL and E.
No, I think you're reading it wrong.
Anyway,
dude.
I'll look through it.
So I love this book. Michelangelo proves in this macro series that he is the heart of the turtle group. The kids that Splinter brought in, the ultimatum, because he's very disappointed in Leonardo, is that they become the future Foot Clan. And Michelangelo finds this out and he takes the kids and he's like, no, we're not doing this. I'll raise them or we'll raise them. We're not doing it. And of course his brothers don't agree, but he sneaks the kids out anyway. Splinter chases after them with the turtles. You know, all of them chase after Mikey and the kids. Mikey and Splinter get into a huge fight. Huge. Amazing. And in the end, seeing what Michelangelo was representing and everything, Splinter kind of snaps out of his Foot Clan leader mindset and decides, okay, we'll teach the kids. We'll take care of the kids. The turtles, once a week, will train them. And then they'll be given a choice to go out into the real world, or they'll have the choice to become Foot Clan members if they want. If they don't, they don't have to. And there's a flashback with Mikey when they were humans.
Whoa.
It was crazy. It was awesome. There were so many emotional hits in this book. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. And if you are not reading the Turtles, this
I'm sorry, I got to.
You get into
my God.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Michael's looking through it, and
like the whole fight was just.
It was crazy, and in the end, it was a great ending. It was a great one shot. There are 2 more books still, and Leo and Raph are gonna have a lot to live up to, or they're gonna have. There's gonna have to be something huge in one of those 2 books for it to top this one. Michelangelo set the bar here, and now they've got to reach that bar and go beyond.
Not just because of my favorite Ninja Turtle, just seeing the story as I'm flipping through the pages. There is another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I'm reading, Urban Legends issue number 6, that you're not so fond about. And I could just sum up this book in just 1 or 2 sentences. Donatello is in a cyber suit. Or trying in a robot suit and everything. And basically, they're trying to figure out how to help him because Donatello is not in control of the robot suit. Something in it is making him do things that he doesn't want to do, and it's messing up his mind. Like, he totally goes blank when the suit takes control. And it happens during their training, actually. And also, Casey Jones makes his appearance. And he finds out about Donatello as a robot and everything just gets all screwed up and everything, and yeah. And
I already broke it. It's 18 minutes.
Yeah, and then there's this little girl who gets kidnapped by who we don't know, but we'll find out in the next issue, or you'll know because I never read Urban Legend, but you're familiar with it, so you know. And I'll see what happens then.
Aliens Dust to Dust issue number, I think it's 3. I loved this book. Not much progresses here. They make it to a station. They want to drop the kid because they think he's a danger to the group for more reasons than one. The kid tries to leave, and he gets caught by the guy that stopped him and has kind of taken him as a responsibility moving forward. And they find out that there's a shuttle. They have to get to it. Of course, there's tons of obstacles in the way. And it leaves you on a very strong cliffhanger. I enjoyed this book. Unlike Predator Hunters 2, issue number 3 of 4. I know there's only 1 issue left. This series left a lot to be desired. I didn't enjoy it. I really just didn't feel anything for this series. This issue was, I'm just fixing something real quick. It let me down. It wasn't as good, I feel, as the first arc, as the first one. Predator Hunters 1. There's a lot of talking. It's a lot of them talking and planning about the Predator. There's one issue left. What are you going to do in one issue with the Predator now? There were moments in all the books, but this one seems out of whack compared to the other Predator book, compared to the Predator Alien books. And as Jay said on Frontline Live, for me to actually have this as my lowest pick of the week, yeah, that says something. That definitely does. And that's it.
Red Sonja Halloween special one shot. And I know Halloween has recently been over, but since it came out the week of the 24th, this was pre-Halloween. And it just has basically just 2 stories. The first story just talks about Sonja and this guy that go after this, whatchamacallit, the wizard actually comes back, Cullen Goth, I remember. And he's like trying to be more stronger, and then there's this little werewolf that comes out and tries to attack him under Cullen Goth's power. And it's like a really intense scene there, along with the way that she uses her warrior powers to, of course, defeat the werewolf, which turned out to be the old woman's son, but he was basically laid to rest. And there was a whole thing in the beginning for that. And the second story was kind of a little bit weird, just her at a bar, just acting funny, so to say. And there was like all these crazy things, and basically, yeah, that's really all I could sum up for the second story. So, a pretty good Halloween comic book. I mean, I like to get into the holiday spirits when they do one-shots of that during the trilogy. And then we got Thanksgiving coming up.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 32, Beyond the Grid. I can't say I'm getting into this series.
Not a lot of people actually got into this series.
I'm not digging. I love Ranger Slayer Kimberly. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like her and Tanya had the most emotional moments in this book. I'm just not feeling this makeshift team of Rangers from all different parts of the grid or all different eras. And that takes a little bit away from me, because Go-Go was supposed to be the 5 Rangers right after Day 1. And then Mighty Morphin was supposed to be the 6 Rangers right after Green with Evil. Now Go-Go is canon, like the main Power Ranger book. And Mighty Morphin is this makeshift team. And Go-Go is moving along pretty strong. This book, I don't know how invested I could be in this makeshift team. And I don't even think I was reviewing, like, religiously the Power Rangers.
Not as much, really.
Before Shattered Grid. I think Shattered Grid is when I really started reviewing all of the Power Ranger books.
Well, yeah, because I had that story.
I truly think if this is the way Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is going to be going, like permanent, I probably will I'll still be reading it, but I'll probably have it in a casual read, so it probably won't be on the reviews after this. Go-Go, however, until otherwise, will. Provided it doesn't go off like Matt becoming the Green Ranger. I think that would kind of turn me a little bit sour to the series, because Tommy was always the Green Ranger, and I wouldn't like to see Tommy written off in this alternate timeline. So we would have to see. We have to see where Go-Go goes, where it's gonna go. So that's all I have to say about Mighty Morphin. I don't know if I'm gonna move it to a casual read. I probably am. More than likely am. Just a heads up if you don't see it again.
Shadowman issue number 8. More of the story of what's going on with Shadowman. I'm trying to get what Jack Boniface, I think it is, that they're talking with about. But in this one, it's just him, trying to find out answers about the LOA. You have Henry, who comes in to help out more with the cause. And there's just so much that's going on. It's like very, very descriptive with, trying to find out about the LOA. And one of the cops actually interacts, or actually not interacts, has a confrontation with one of them. And how it's gonna end up more with the LOA that's affecting Jack and all that, it is to be continued until the next issue. Now, this other book I reviewed on Comic Frontline, and this was actually my book of the week, and that's Exo Manowar issue number 20. So I will go very short on this one. Basically, Arak meets with a new character who took over the ship named Adam 13. And Adam 13's main objective is to look for his long-lost love, Tag, the goddess. And Exo knows who the person is that Adam 13 is looking for, and that's David Camp. Now, for those of you who have read the codename Divinity, he actually did appear in that. And I remember reviewing about that, and he actually might have answers to having his long-lost love. And they find him where he's like saying, I've changed, I'm anew. And we see Tag that's there, and then Am 13 doesn't take it so well. And as they were about to fight with Jamie Capshaw, the colonel who stayed behind at the ship while Arak and Am 13 went off, she has company that happens there as well. So with those two things that are going on, that's going to be continued in the next issue. Really loving this series, and I'm enjoying it. Mm-hmm. And he's back in his suit, actually. And that's what I like also for that. So it's definitely made its book of the week for me, in my opinion. And now we go into the big two.
Big two, starting with Marvel. Return of Wolverine issue number 2. What the hell happened here? It was a boat ride. Issue 2 is the official boat ride, where he gets attacked by Omega Red. Oh, nope, never mind. Got shot by a harpoon gun by the science girl who knows Wolverine. Basically, it was a fight between Dawkins and Wolverine. Oh, wait, no, that was done pretty quick, too. What the hell? This book, and it was done.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
And the X-Men found Wolverine, and they're taking this woman's child to, it looks like Madripoor. I want to say it's Madripoor. We're going to say it's Madripoor because I think it is Madripoor. And the X-Men find out that Logan's around. Mm-hmm. And now they're going to go chase after him.
What was the point of this?
I have no idea. I finished the book. I literally thought I was going to sit down and have like, oh, this is going to be a long read, dialogue. Nope. It was a boat scene, and that was it.
So first Carnage was on the boat, now it's Wolverine on the boat?
This could actually be titled Wolverine on a Boat.
Wow.
That's all that this issue is about.
Carnage and Wolverine now.
They never left the boat. They never left the boat. It started in the boat, the fight was in the boat, and they left in the boat.
Well,
and it was just a straight ride.
Well, don't rock the boat, you know?
Dawkins fell off the boat.
Oh, well.
So now we know what happened to Dawkins after Claws of a Killer. Will he come out of this trance that he's in?
I'm telling you, with these boats nowadays. Another book that I did review for Comic Frontline, The Punisher, issue number 3. Punisher and Daredevil are both working together in the beginning of the book at the train of what's going on. And Daredevil's like saying, I'll work with you only if you do one thing. Not use your guns and not kill people. And of course, you know, with Frank Castle being stubborn as a mule, you know, he tries to not do that. And then as Daredevil's like saying, you finally didn't kill him.
That reminds me of Punisher Max a little bit, that picture.
Yeah, this picture he's talking about right here. Really great artwork, by the way. And then Daredevil's like saying, you know, you're sick and everything. And then he pretends to have a heart attack to get the first aid kit where the police actually found him and took him into justice. Nick Fury tries to get him out because the people in the headquarters think that the Hydra are going to go after him. So they're going to probably release him. And Jigsaw returns in the comic book. I thought it was Face at first when I saw this picture, but it's Jigsaw. So he's going to actually be appearing in the comic book franchise of The Punisher. Now, the next one we have some Spider titles. So I'm going to start with The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 8, right here. And Amazing Spider-Man, this is the Heist Part 1. And it's like a really, really long... The beginning was like just a little bit boring where they're at the bar and stuff like that, talking about some random things that I don't even know what it was really talking about. And we have...
Again, the quality is just jumping around. Again, I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm going to fix the camera for next episode. And again, if you're watching this live, we're not here really. This is pre-recorded.
And then Spider-Man gets a call to the Avengers because they're up to some stuff and they need the help of Spider-Man. And with that, things get a little bit too haywire. And we have Black Cat, who actually came in the end and then just saying that
She
they
still
have
wants revenge.
Unfinished business. And seeing that, I'm like saying, kitty, what's on your mind there? Just take it easy, you know? Just let's talk it over.
You think that with Doc Ock coming out as the superior spider, like right here in Spider-Geddon, issue number 2 or 3? 2.
Oh, Spider-Geddon.
So the superior octopus no more. Superior Spider-Man is back. Karn ends up dying
This isn't
to his
Star
sister.
Trek.
The Inheritors are back. Peter Parker, Spider-Man's going on. But Doc Ock, Spidey, Superior... I gotta stop calling him Doc Ock. Superior Spider-Man looks for another Peter Parker that kind of looked up to him. And where does he go? The PS4 universe. So basically, issue 0 of Spider-Geddon takes place after issue 2. And I liked aspects of this, but I feel like what Mike Spider-Slayer said, this promotes other books. Speaking of those other books, we're going to be getting into those. But it ends with Doc Ock looking into, or Otto looking into PS4, the Gameverse Spider-Man, to bring him into the fight, as others are looking into others. So anyway, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, issue number 1.
And it connects to Spider-Geddon.
And this is the first and only issue you're going to see from me. A lot of it connects to previous Spider-Gwen arcs that I have not finished reading yet. So, I have to catch up with my other Spider-Gwen before I can really move into this. I was kind of a little lost, and I caught up to what was going on. But again, while I understand how this is connected to Spider-Geddon, because she gets trapped in a different world, you know, there's what happened before Spider-Geddon. There's the event. There's one page that kind of summarizes everything that happens to Gwen, and then she gets shot off into this other universe. She figures if Peter Parker's alive, that means his Gwen is dead. She finds him, gets into a fight with a goblin, and now Pete sees her and he starts crying. I think I'm going to keep Gwen on the side for now. I'm going to finish up the previous volume, see if I can catch up again with this one. I am up to the Gwenum arc in the previous volume, and I didn't know that Gwen lost her powers and is now relying on her suit, her symbiotic suit, for all of her powers now. Without it, she's not a spider person anymore, and I didn't know that. So, yeah. I'm going to finish Volume 1 before I go into this. Spider-Girls, which is a mini-series spinning out of Spider-Geddon, connecting mostly to Friendly Neighborhood... which was the Spider-Man... the Spider-Man with the family anime. Was it Friendly Neighborhood?
I think it was Friendly Neighborhood. Or was it Spectacular?
No, Spectacular. Anyway, it goes into the world where Peter Parker, Mary Jane are married and have Annie. And we find out that in this world, the mother did have a daughter before Annie, and it was Mayday, and she died. So that further continues that this universe is not the main Marvel universe, because the original child died. The original Mayday died. And we all know that the canon future is Mayday as Pete's daughter and Mary Jane's daughter. So this is not canon, but it's okay. So they're there. Annie's powers go a little fritzy, and now they all have to team up and get back into the fight with Spider-Geddon. That's the long and short of it. I like the emotional hits in this book. Moving into DC, starting with DC Vertigo, Book of Magic.
Books of Magic.
Oh, it's books? I've been calling it book. Books of Magic. I didn't know that. I thought it was Book of Magic all this time. It's books. Mike's right. Issue number 1. This is by far my favorite so far, next to The Dreaming, out of the Sandman universe. I love the introduction of the character. we find out that, he's having these visions or dreams, vision dreams about, he has to choose,
Superman
does he want to be
dead?
normal or does he want to take on magic? And he's like, yes, I want to be magic. I choose magic. I don't want a boring life. I want to learn magic. So he tries this magic and he thinks that it's going to come to him, I chose magic, so I should be a world grade A magician already. No, bud, you got to learn. And how do you learn? We find out that that his teacher actually is a magician or a part of magic, and she gives him his first book because that's how he has to learn his magic, through books. And the books are blank. He has to be willing to learn magic, and with learning magic there comes a cost. And he learns this. She says, every time, it's not just you do magic and hey, no consequence. There's consequence. And I think that in this first arc, he's going to learn about the consequence. And there are people that find out about him and they want to destroy him. And now it's up to this woman to save him. I don't know if this woman's looking to coerce him to be evil or good. He's going to either be the world's greatest magician for good, or he's going to be the world's evil, or he's going to be the greatest evil magician. We don't know what side he's going to be on yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's no Superman book after that?
No.
Because usually you do it every week.
There was none. I think that...
that was the ending chapter?
I think that was the end of part 1, yeah. Because there was nothing.
All right, because you said then it goes to Reign of the...
I think they're going to wait till the Reign now, and then they're going to move into the Reign.
Oh, that's going to be your favorite one.
So, no more digital first. And we're still in DC. Oh, no. We're in the Metal books now. The Metalverse. The Terrifics, issue number 9. The big old bad guy, the man behind the mask, is revealed here. Tom Strong and his family get back together. There's some really strong moments for the team in here. And again, I wasn't surprised. Spoiler alert, it was Java. Or it is Java. And I know that Rex is supposed to become Metamorpho at some point again, but I like him as Rex. I hope they keep him that way a little bit longer before he goes back to being Metamorpho. But I'm looking forward to what happens next with Java now that they find out who is behind it all. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
We're in DC Comics now.
Well, we have been, haven't we?
No, the main DC Universe
comics well, now. Wonder Woman, issue number 57 of The Witching Hour Part 4, and this is connected to Justice League Dark. All I gotta say is, guys, I mean, we've talked about this on Frontline Live also. It is a very, very heavy dialogue book. Again, like, I understand that Wonder Woman is going against He-Cat or Nada Parbat, however it is, and she's basically being under control, facing the Justice League Dark team, where John Constantine and Zatanna are trying to find a way to defeat him, but John Constantine's actually going through some demon blood that's in him, or whatever type of blood for his health's sake and all that. Purple Orchid and Swamp Thing work together as well, and you have so many other people, and Wonder Woman and the other universe is trying to escape to find out how to get into her own body, and Zatanna's trying to help out as well with the help of John Constantine, and basically they think that she just died, and it's to be concluded next week, or in this week's story, of Justice League Dark and Wonder Woman The Witching Hour number 1.
Yep, and also starting this week was the big crossover, I think, with Aquaman Justice League, as a matter of fact.
And I already read that one.
I'm going to give you guys...
Not the Aquaman.
The only reason I'm throwing this in my review...
Dang it, hold on.
The only reason I'm throwing this book in my review is because it connects back to the return of Terry McGinnis a bit, and as
screen.
Batman Beyond.
Thank you.
And as Batman Beyond 25. I can't promise I'll be continuing reviewing this, but I've been enjoying it right along. I'm bringing this up because the Joker, as we all know, at the end of the arc, where Terry brought Bruce back, and the original Joker disappeared, we saw him leave, well, we find out he's back now. And now Terry's brother, Matt, better be ready as Robin Beyond, because Batman and Robin are about to come up against the OG, the original Joker. And Joker sets off a lot of things in motion. We get to see the Bat family in the future, except for Damian. Damian's watching from wherever he's at with the League of Assassins. but the rest of the family gets together, and it was cool to see them all in the Beyond. I like that Dick isn't missing an eye anymore, and he just has a really awesome beard. Looks really cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens between the Joker and Batman, Terry Batman, and his brother. Again, this might not be always in the review. I'll try, but I do like to casually read it because it's a little nostalgia enjoyment for me because I love the Batman Beyond animated series. And reading the book, especially now that all the status quos are kind of back, and I like how Signal was also in it. So everything that's happening in the present day with Batman is translating into the Beyond, but we still don't know if Beyond is the definitive future for the DC universe because there's Beyond, there's Kingdom Come, there's so many different future possibilities for DC that we'll never know. We'll never know because it will always be in the present, and the future will always have multiple branching possibilities. But I love the Beyond. Batman Detective Comics issue 991. Batman and Commissioner Gordon talk with Two-Face and get him to team up with them to stop the Cobra Society. And apparently Two-Face is on their side as well. And yeah, in the end he basically says yes. So that's the long and short of it. It's all talking. The whole issue is talking. Talking, and more talking. Action Comics 1004, or as I like to call it, the baby.
There's another
issue.
cover I want to show.
We find out that Lois and Clark, I believe this is the last book, right?
I'm gonna look through it.
We find out that Lois is back. John is still out with Jor-El. She decided to come back because she was a danger to herself and to them, and she wanted to come back and just be a writer. And while her and Clark's relationship are not normal, she doesn't want to leave Clark. She just wants her time to do her thing, give Clark time to do his thing. This is the way of Brian Michael Bendis keeping them together, but not. He's taking control of Superman right now and putting him in his own direction. That's fine because it is what it is. There was a great moment with them. Yes, the Great Caesar's Ghost and everything. And Lex, he finds out about Lex. He goes back to Lois again and she says that, yeah, there's some funny back and forth, but, you know, in the end, Lois is doing her thing. Clark's doing his thing.
Lois calls Clark baby so much.
Too much.
Dude,
too much. It's out of character. And then we have the ever looming Red Cloud now, which is next. So this issue is all about what happened between Lois and Clark. Are they breaking up? Aren't they? And I love how straight up she says, we're not breaking up. I also love the Superman moment in the Daily Planet, which is in the middle of the book. This was a great issue. I'm glad that Lois and Clark are together. Again, Bendis wrote a good book, but he threw in dialogue that threw me off and threw me out of the book because Lois would never call Clark baby a billion times over.
Yeah, that's kind of a little weird.
That's overkill or over baby, however you want to put it. Anyway, that's it for this review because Michael is closing up shop, so that means that was the last book. I want to thank you all so much. We tried and we still went 43 minutes. I don't know how. I mean, I thought that I was very brief. I guess the next time, if we want to be brief, we're just going to say good, bad, or in between and put out one little thing. That's the only way, I think. I don't even know anymore. I give up. But the next video coming up is the update. It better be up by tonight. I'm going to try my hardest. We're doing this late. I'm going to try to get the update either recorded today or tonight or at the very latest tomorrow during the day and get you all this update video. It's important. And yeah, just stay tuned for that. I can't push it enough. It's very important. It has to do with a lot of future projects, future things, the future in general. One thing I don't want you all to be afraid. This is not I'm updating you all that I'm quitting thing. It's not that at all by any means.
They all know by now you're not.
I would hope so.
Just like how on my channel and your channel.
Yeah, I'm not leaving YouTube. Let's put it that way. I'm not leaving YouTube. So if that's what everybody's worried about because of the title, I want to be transparent. That's not what it's about. It's a little bit more. It's not that. It's something completely different. And we will, like I said, we'll talk about that in the update video. I don't want to spoil it. 12 hours from now, you should be seeing that video. So stay tuned. It will be premiering just like this. Again, if you're watching this live, thank you for watching this live. We appreciate you watching this live, leaving comments. I'll definitely be checking the comments later. If you're watching this post-premiere live, look forward to seeing your comments. As always, let us know in the comments below. Likes, dislike, agree, disagree. This is your time to shine in the comments and let us know what you enjoyed from this week. Unfortunately, it's late. I'm not looking to see... I'm not expecting many comments from books that are not even a week old. They're about 2 weeks old. But yeah, we're chugging along towards 500. 500 is coming in more than a little over a half a year. So it's going to be crazy. And that's also going to be in the update video, a little bit about 500. So, till the next review, everybody, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting, and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Hey, everybody.